All right, folks, it's Thursday, July 26th. It's just shy of 5:30 p.m. We got rained out today, folks. No sorghum. Sorghum is still sitting. Well, about half of it. Boy, I really want to go to that field and show you what was done last night, yesterday, and what's left, but I'm not going to. When it's all completed, then I'll do a nice healthy video when it's all done. All right, we got rained out today. There was a 50-50 chance of actually getting that sorghum baled up and wrapped. Well, the bad 50, it's raining right now. We got the bad 50 and we got rained out. Rain started about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Now I'd have gotten going early, but last night's rain made it just wet enough that it couldn't be done. So, got rained out. It was a day to catch up on odds and ends, run a few errands, pay a few bills. I'm going to get out of the rain here for a second. Because there was a 50-50 chance, I got everything ready here this morning. Got the wagon out there. I got a new line in place. 2 round bales of dry rounds already on the wrapper and wrapped, waiting to be loaded with the first sorghum bale. And the list goes on and on. We're also, and I'll explain this further on a different video, we're also going to reserve 20 bales. We're going to make another different little single line with 20 bales on it. And there's a reason for it, and this is for another video, but the pasture system is really lagging behind this year. The way Dad sees it, about every 3 or 4 years, good weather or not, and a good fertilizer program or not, it's going to lag behind. I'm also going to attribute that to that beautiful 2 weeks of baling that we had, to start first crop. It was nice for baling, but I'm here to tell you it was dry to the bone for 2 weeks. I'm going to attribute a lot of the lagging behind on the pasture system because of that as well. So that's the reason we're doing another line of 20 bales, which is going to be about 8, 9, 10 days, mixed in with some dry hay for the beef cows. Pretty soon here, the pasture system, we're going to close it down. All right, there was a comment made not long ago, and because I have the time here now and there's really nothing else to do, we're going to take a look at a couple of the bulls. And there's one of them right there. Got to watch that wet fencer. Doesn't matter if it's got an insulator or not, she'll jump out and get you. You think about it and I'll knock you in tomorrow. They're friendly, but they're still bulls. You better have eyes on the back of your head. These 2 guys in here, they're not out to get you. They're here to play. You ought to see it when you bring a round bale in here to try and feed it. They've got it destroyed before you can properly get it into a ring. You ain't so tough, I can promise you that right now. Good looking animals. These are last year's calves, these 2 bulls. They were the first number 1 and 2 bull calves born last year. And that was the goal last year, to keep the first 2. That's the reason, the fact that they're crosses. Now, some of you might be asking, what's with the white face? Well, it's a white face, also known as a black baldy. That is a cross between a Hereford and a Black Angus. The sires are Hereford. and these were both AI'd, which is artificial insemination. We make a habit of AIing everything to the best of our ability, and then of course it's time for a cleanup. What does cleanup mean? Let me try and get my correct words here. Most of you know what I'm trying to say. Some of you don't, and it's okay that you don't. I'm going to try and explain it. AI, artificial insemination. We artificial inseminate everything once it comes into heat, okay? It doesn't matter how good you are, how good your success rate is, which Dad's is phenomenal, by the way. In fact, he worked for a little while for 21st Century Genetics, which is now Gen X. I never learned how to AI. That needs to change. I'd like to look at a class here maybe this winter. But you AI everything. It doesn't matter how good you are, or if you think they took, they don't. There's also some that you're going to miss. Bringing in a cleanup bowl means you're bringing that bowl into the herd to clean up anything that was missed. Okay? Well, here's the deal with these two bowls. We were going to keep one, and I don't know which is which anymore. We were going to keep one and sell one. I got to be honest with you, we put a pretty cheap price tag on the one we were selling. I don't care to talk finances on this channel, folks. But you little wussy, let them push you around. Nope, don't you even think about it. Selling one didn't work out very good. To be very, very fair and honest here, all right, I got to get out of the rain. The sale ad was put out pretty damn late. It was put out after everybody was set and had their animals, whether they had already made a deal or they had already bought them. So, we're going to turn both of them loose here in, well, roughly a week. Maybe about 8 days, 9 days. The other reason we're doing that is Dad's taking off. Him and all my uncles, they didn't get their mule deer tags this year. They usually head out west every 2 years. None of them got their tags this year. So my dad and one of his brothers, obviously my uncle, they decided to do a little trip anyways, and they're going, boy, this is awful. They're going on a packing trip. They're going to pack some horses and head up into the mountains in it's either Wyoming or Montana. I don't know which one. So anyway, he's going to be leaving for a solid week come next week. And he's the AI breeder around here. So I'm not. That's the other reason they're getting turned loose. And not to mention, it's time. It's time. So they're both Angus Hereford crosses. Sires are the Hereford. It's pretty obvious to see. You're also looking at some Holstein steers, and you're also looking at some those are not Black Angus that you're seeing here. Those are crosses. Those are steers, and the Holsteins, they're about to go. They're about to go for a whole bunch of hamburger and other stuff. There's a bunch of people looking for some burger and whatnot, and they're about to go here pretty quick. So, just an update, folks. Sorry this is dragging along. The whole sorghum bale count contest, it's coming down now. I'm pretty sure you can probably hear it on the roof. Sorry that it's been lagging behind, but I don't control the weather. Perfect world, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be able to get cleaned up tomorrow. 100% will be able to be cleaned up Saturday. which is kind of a pain in the butt because I had some plans on Saturday, but whatever, who cares. Absolute latest, they'll be cleaned up on Saturday, and we'll make a nice healthy video on bale count and positives and negatives and all that other stuff. So anyway, folks, I got to get going. Just checking in. Hope all is well, and we're going to talk to you sooner than later.